vehicle policies all over the world. Do you think India has done enough to encourage adoption in India yet? In India yet?
Center and state government in India have been taking various initiatives to promote the adoption of EVs. We are giving highest priority for that. We are actively working to support EV industry by framing a favorable policy in the form of incentives, GST exemptions, etc. Our FAME 2 scheme, with an outlay of rupees 10,000 crores, supports electric 2 and 3-wheelers, e-buses and 4-wheelers with incentive for commercial registration. Government has increased subsidy by 50% to rupees 15,000 per kilowatt hour on electric 2-wheelers to promote its sale. The government has facilitated the sale and registration of 2 and 3-wheeler electric vehicles without batteries to reduce their upfront cost. The government has exempted e-cart, e-rickshaw from various permits. We have also exempted battery-operated transport vehicle for paying registration fees to further incentivize the EV sale. Further, though financial institutes such as incentives such as 5% central taxes, that is GST, on EVs and exemption on interest paid on loans, we are taking major steps to assist EV adoption in India. All the regulations for the manufacturing of electric vehicles are also in place. We are soon planning to bring in incentives for construction equipment vehicles to be shifted on electric. Actually, I'm going to organize the meeting with the construction equipment manufacturing company. Already the JCB, which is from UK, India, they convert one JCB by using CNG, 50%. I request them to convert it on 100% CNG. So as a road minister, we are trying our level best at how we can change our construction equipments on electric, ethanol, bio-CNG and LNG, because the pollution is the big concern. So 100% every side. Now we have got lot of generators, and the presently generators are working on diesel. In place of diesel, we are now trying to convert generators on electricity, generators on ethanol, and particularly the green fuel and biofuel, because we need to think about pollution. Pollution is a crucial problem, and we have given a highest priority for that, and that is our big concern as far as our health problem is concerned.
The electric vehicle. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
All the regulation for the manual electric car, are also in place, and we are soon planning to bring in incentives for construction equipment vehicle to be shifted on electric. Through the Go Electric campaign, the awareness about the benefit of e-mobility and its early adoption in the general public is nicely expedited. We are getting a very warm response from citizens in the adoption of EVs. With further development in the EV ecosystem, government will take necessary steps from time to time in the interest of all concerned stakeholders. I am telling you, in Nagpur, in my own constituency, I am only using electric car. And many ministers are also now using electric car. So 100% now, day by day, our concept of electric car is becoming very, very popular. And I am confident that people by and large, the huge Indian market is available, and 100% they will go on that line.
Electric vehicle market. What would you say are the 2 or 3 big new opportunities for investors in India?
Being a transport minister, the government has set a target to build road worth rupees 15 lakh crore over 2 years. My aim is to construct a world-class national highway network and road infrastructure in the country. Our road construction is highest in the world, a national highway construction. When I taken charge, it was 13 km per day, but now it is 37 km per day. We are making 22 green express highway. We are making big green access control highway between Mumbai to Delhi, where you can easily go from Mumbai to Delhi within 12 hours. We have already successfully completed Delhi to Meerut. In place of 4.5 hours, now it is 45 minutes, we can go up to the Meerut. The Delhi Dehradun 2 hours, Delhi Haridwar 2 hours, and Delhi Chandigarh in 2 hours, Delhi Jaipur in 2 hours. So we are making lot of new roads, new green alignments, by which we are encouraging for good infrastructure, and that is going to be helpful for the e-car also. We are e-buses, 100% it is going to support that policy. And now I am planning for making of e-highway. where the electric cable will be there, a charging system will be there, and electric truck, electric buses, we are 100% taking the advantage of it, and we are working on that. Our target is we are trying to make it that, talking with the companies. We have chalked out a plan of monetizing the existing highway asset for infra capital generation. We are doing excellent job. Our toll income is very nice. We are constructing 65,000 km national highway under the Bharatmala program. We are developing 22 green express highway, access control express highway. To improve the logistic efficiency is very important. We need to reduce the logistic cost, and the highway is going to make a good, very important role in that line. Government is developing 35 multimodal logistic parks and allied ecosystems. There are huge opportunities in the installation of intelligent transport system, advanced traffic management system, centralized traffic control system, IoT, and AI-based driver information system, electronic road safety intervention, GPS-based toll collection, and logistic management system. We have planned to install an electric highway between Delhi to Mumbai expressway. That is, our planning is there. We are working on that. We have planned to shift public transport and logistics on alternative green and clean transport of fuels. We are also working on more sustainable transport system like broad gauge, metro rail, ropeway, cable car, funicular rail, and road train bus. Now the Prime Minister has already given me a special responsibility for public transport and electricity for this metro rail. No, metro is a broad gauge, meter gauge, but the ropeway, cable car, funicular railway, road train bus is now with me, and we are trying to develop that. The new public transport mode like Hyperloop, Pod, and drone taxis, etc. is also gaining interest in the country. We are seeking for planning and development of integrated transport system where road, air, water, and new advanced last mile connectivity modes would enhance case of mobility across the country. We are also ready to welcome investment in technology that run on biofuels such as flex engines. We are committed to deliver flex engines that give the users an option to run on either 100% petrol or 100% bioethanol. Our agriculture is our real strength, and we intended to diversify that into energy and power sector. Investment of these themes will be very welcome. We are allowing 100% FDI. In the road sector, there is a great opportunity for joint ventures. We are ready to adopt the world's best technology without compromise with quality, cost effectiveness, and sustainability in road construction, in automobile sector, everywhere. So we are very much encouraging the people for that, and I am confident that people are giving good response. And being a MSME minister, micro, small, and medium industries, we are committed to development of village, tribal, rural, and agricultural economy and 115 aspirant districts. People here are educationally, socially, and economically backward. Their GDP contribution is very less. There are huge untapped resources. With appropriate technology, investment, and skill development, would have tremendous potential for new industry development and opportunity for export. Currently, the export share for MSME is 49%, and I am targeting to increase it up to 60%. The agriculture sector is one of the important assets where the government is taking initiative to double the income of farmers through modernization. Khadi and village industry turnover is rupees 2 lakh crore, which is targeted to be double in the next 2 years. I invite the industry and entrepreneurs to come forward. We will support them, we are welcoming them, and we will encourage them and cooperate them in India for the new technology and investment.